Hi, my name is Allegra Paris, and welcome to Squat Lab 100. This is a beginner level class meant to help you find out what range is best for you. Let's begin. So I'm gonna come on my machine and make sure those heels are pressed right on the foot ramps, hands are on the handrails, nice and relaxed. What we're gonna do is start with 5 reps in a high zone squat. So begin with me now. Squeeze those glutes here now, even before we start, and really tighten those abs. We're gonna start with 5 high zone squats. So let's begin with those. You're just gonna be in this high zone here. So my glutes are engaged, abs are tight, pelvis is tucked in here, and arms are straight. We're gonna go here. We have 3 more. Just staying with my form, shoulders down and back. Abs are locked in, and 1 more. So those were your squats in your high zone. What we're gonna do next is move in to that mid zone. We're gonna get 10 from mid to high. So again, thinking about that form, the most important thing is gonna be having those abs super tight, avoiding any lower back arching, and just making sure the glutes are firing. So my heels are just on those foot ramps so that all my weight's gonna go in my heels. Arms are straight, lats are pulled down and back. 10 here. Begin with me now to the mid zone. Drive it back up. And 2, right back up. So I'm making sure my knees are not falling in. They're staying out so that I can feel those lateral glute muscles. Abs are tight. Pelvis is tucked in here. Firing those glutes. Arms are straight. Eyes are forward. And we're just feeling out this new range. We have 4 more. So I'm coming to this mid zone and just coming back up here. Work through this and take your time. Let's get 2 more. Weight in my heels. And final one, right here. So we just worked through the mid zone to the high zone. So what we're gonna do next is 15 full range squats here, thinking about that form again. So super important, eyes are gonna be forward, shoulders are down and back, arms are gonna be straight. Next, making sure the abs are tight, like someone's poking at your belly button, and you're actively kind of engaging those abs. Next, you're gonna fire the glutes. So shimmy it back. Let's get 15 full range squats right here. Weights in my heels, eyes are forward. Just working through this here. Breathing. So tucking that pelvis in, it makes more sense when you think about kind of pushing in at the belly button and also sending the hips back as you come down so that your knees don't come too far forward here. 7 more. Squeezing the abs, working through it. You should be feeling your glutes and also firing your glutes to really help them wake up here. 3 more. That's it. Make sure you're breathing, arms are straight. You're looking good. And that is it. Amazing. So next, we're gonna work through 20 of those. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that range, it's totally fine to go back to the mid zone or even the high zone. But what we're gonna do is step back up, check on the heels, shimmy the butt back, and we're gonna begin with those 20 full range squats here. Just working through it, finding a good tempo that works for you. Eyes are forward, sometimes we wanna look down, just try to keep the eyes up. Shoulders down, sometimes we scrunch up our shoulders, we just wanna keep them down and back and relaxed. Check on those abs. Make sure they're engaged here. Make sure your lower back is not arching. Make sure you're breathing, all important parts so that you can feel those glutes. No one said squatting was easy, but once you get it down, it's amazing. And then you got that form forever. 5 more. Just working through it here. Weights in my heels, knees are not falling inward. 2 more. And last one. All right, we're halfway in. Great job, guys. So now we're gonna work through 20 more, and I just want you to make sure that at the top, you're not disengaging. So we're gonna set up, and I'm just gonna show you here. So here's your squat down, and make sure at the top you stay engaged and you don't fall off. Staying engaged by sending the hips back and squeezing those abs nice and tight. So let's get 20 here, down, and back up. Sending the hips back like somebody's kind of, imagine someone's kind of holding you back. as you come down. You have to trust the machine, and it's really gonna help you with that form here. Firing the glutes means actually squeezing those glutes, really making sure that they're the ones feeling this. Thinking about the glutes, it's important to think about the muscle group that you're training. Maybe even slightly pressing outward so you can feel those outside glute muscles. Pelvis tucked. Amazing job, guys. 5 more. Now, this might start to get easy for you. Maybe you want to change up the tempo and increase it. That's fine too. 3 more. Last bit, 2 more. And 1 more. We'll take a little break here again. Now, you really want to feel that your glutes are what's on fire here. That's the most important part. We don't want it to be the quads. We do want it to be those glutes. So check your form again. I'm gonna put my heels right on the foot ramps. Relax the hands on the handrails, making sure the abs are tight. Sending the hips back. 14 more here. Working through this. Eyes are forward. You're a pro now. And again, if this range is too deep for you, you'll just stop in that mid zone and drive it back up, totally fine. Just work through it here. My lats are pulled down and back. That's gonna keep my shoulders down. And breathe. 5 more. Weights in my heels. Abs are locked in. Back should be relaxed. 2 more. We've got this one. And 1 more. Again, we're gonna take a break. Check on your body. Make sure that your form is good. Just make sure the heels haven't moved at all. We've got 10 more here. So I'm gonna set myself back up. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Amazing job, guys. Let's go. 10 here. We don't want those knees to come too far forward. Oh, I'm feeling the glutes now. Chest is up. And working through these. Just 5 more. Making sure my arms stay straight as I get tired. Keeping the shoulders down no matter what. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Great job, guys. So we're almost through. Set yourself up. 10 here in 3, 2, 1. Send it down and back. And breathe. Work through this, guys. 8 more. Breathing, just checking that the hips are sent back, the arms are straight, the core is tight. Most important part. And that's your breathing. Trying out new ranges here. And 1 more. Amazing job. All right, you've got 5, just 5 left, and you can tell all your friends you did 100 squats today. So let's perfect these. You know what you're doing. Weights in your heels, hands here, arms straight, sending that butt down and back for 5. Sending the hips back, the abs are tight, pelvis is turned in. 2 more. And last squat right here. Amazing work, guys. I can't wait to see you at the next class. Hey, it's Allegra with the DB Method. Today we're training core. You're gonna need your machine and the Dream Mat. Now really quick with the machine, I pulled mine out to the 6th hole. The farther you pull your seat guide out, the easier it is. Now if you bring it a bit closer, it'll be a bit more challenging. Let's go ahead and get started by just coming to the back of the machine. I'm gonna place both my hands on the seat guide here, and I'm just gonna start. It's a full body movement. We're doing Jefferson curls here for 1 full minute. I'm gonna start by just grabbing the seat here, pressing down and slowly bringing my body all the way down. Hips are coming forward. I'm starting to engage my abs here. So all the way down from my hips to my neck and back up. So you're gonna find your tempo here. Breathe. I like to go a little bit slower and feel my core from the top to the bottom, squeezing those abs and back up here. Don't forget to breathe. We're halfway in before we get to those obliques. Arms are straight. Shoulders are dropped. They're not tight up by my neck. Down and back up. Belly is tucked into my spine here, like someone's poking my belly button in. Let's just get a few more. Squeezing those abs, warming them up for the rest here. And back down. Again, you can increase that tempo or slow it down. And just let's get 2 more. Arms are still straight. Hips stay forward. 1 more. And you're back up. All right. Let's make our way into those oblique crunches. So I'm gonna come to the side of my machine. My feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart, placing my hand on the handrails. Your other hand on the seat guide, wherever feels comfortable for you. I like to just put about half my hand on the machine with my fingers gripping the side, and then I just like to press my body into the side here for 30 seconds. So it's gonna take you a few reps just to find that feeling here, that perfect engagement here in those obliques. Firing up your lats as well. Coming in. Lots of breathing. I'm just slowly bringing my arm down and back, but not bending my arm, because again, I want my obliques to feel this. There it is. Warming them up. Lots of breathing. A lot of people like to hold their breath when they're training core. You don't want to do that. Let's get 3 more reps. Arm is straight, core is engaged, belly is tucked in to my spine, and 1 more. All right, now I'm gonna make my way to the other side of the machine and do the same thing here. So just setting up my feet, hands are coming over. Core is tight. I always like to show by just poking in at my belly button to round my spine, so it's pretty neutral here. Gonna put my hands on the seat guide and begin by leaning in again, now getting my left oblique. Breathing in between, playing with the tempo here. Again, we've got about 20 seconds left now on this side. I'm making sure that my hips are neutral though. I'm not leaning with my hips. It's the upper body here, the lats. My arm is straight and locked, and my obliques are firing. Breathing, again. 10 more seconds. Nice and strong, again in the lat here. Let's get 2 more reps. And good, great job, guys. Next, we're gonna make our way down to our dream mat for our hollow body hold. We've got 30 seconds here. You're gonna lay down on your back. You want the small of your back to be flat onto the floor. Legs and arms are going to raise. 3, 2, and 1. Beginning. Immediately start breathing. Don't hold your breath here. An option for you is to bring those knees in if you need, but just focusing on keeping your lower back flat to the floor here. Most important part, chest is off the ground, making sure my chin is not touching my chest, making sure you could fit a fist under your chin if you needed to. Look up to the sky. We just want to keep your neck in line with your back. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna pop up. You're then gonna switch to an arch hold. So quickly coming onto your stomach. Arms and legs pop up and drive those elbows back. Holding this again for 30 seconds. Now we're training that lower back and those glutes. Focusing on that relationship between the lower back and the core. Strengthening both. Firing those lats as well. So digging those elbows back here. Super important. And make sure you're breathing. 10 seconds here. We're gonna head back to that hollow body hold in 3, 2, and 1. So popping back up and quickly coming onto your back again. Bring it down. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. If you haven't tried already, straightening those legs out, focusing on rounding your body here. Checking on your core, making sure the small of your back is flat. core is tight, looking up to the sky. 15 more seconds. Breathe. Bring those knees in for a little bit if you have to. Then we're gonna bring it on back to that arch hold in 3, 2, and 1. Pop it back up. Switching on over. Dropping your belly to the ground, arms are coming up, and you're digging those elbows back. Lats are firing and glutes are firing. Option to flutter those legs a little bit here. Squeezing everything nice and tight. Really feeling your shoulder blades pulling back as well. Elbows are down, shoulders are down and back. 5 more seconds, we're gonna bring it back to your favorite, that hollow hold. 3, 2, and 1. So last one here. Flipping it back over onto your back. Again, coming down just to the small of your back. Arms popping up, 30 seconds here. Then we've got one more arch hold, and we're back to your machine. Make sure to breathe. A lot of the time we wanna hold our breath with our core movements, and that makes it a lot harder. Again, you can bring those knees up and in, or keep them straight out. Just 10 more seconds here. And let's switch in 3, 2, 1. Popping it back over. I definitely prefer these ones. Arms are up and back. Final 30 seconds on your mat. Just making sure your neck is in line with your spine here. You don't want to crunch up your neck. Shoulders are back. Elbows are back. And just breathe. 10 more seconds here, and we're gonna make our way back to that machine. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're off our mats. Coming back up. Catch your breath. Make your way to the machine. Resting your hand here on the handrails. Feet, I like them a little wider than shoulder width again. Tucking my belly into my spine here, so I'm nice and neutral, core is tight. Other hand on the seat guide, and let's begin here. 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Now hips are neutral. It takes me sometimes a few reps to get the best form here, but I'm feeling my obliques. That's what's important. Arm is straight, lats are tight. Core is engaged. Making sure my hips don't fall in. They're just staying up. My left hip is staying strong where it is. Try increasing your range of motion, maybe getting a little lower. And let's get 3 more. Breathe. And 1. All right, you know what that means. We gotta get the other side. Make your way around, set yourself up, and begin. 30 seconds on this side. You may have one side that's stronger than the other. For me, it's actually my left side, but it's just good to note that and make sure you're still evenly working on both sides. Arm is locked tight, abs are doing all the work. Breathing. Gonna try to get a little bit lower here. Focusing on that feeling here, feeling those obliques. Core is tight, pelvis is tucked in. Now let's get just 3 more reps. 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we're gonna make our way now back behind the machine, getting those Jefferson curls here for your last minute of work. Hands are on the sides of the seat guide, feet are a little wider than shoulder width, core's tight, and again, let's begin. Take a few reps to really get into that position. My core is so tight, I'm actively squeezing it. Hips are moving forward and core is engaged. That's all I care about. Arms are straight. 1 vertebrae at a time I go down. And back up. Letting my head fall as well, and just letting my neck move with my spine. Down, and back up. Tiny bend in my knees. Feeling my posterior chain opening up here. Abs are on fire. Squeezing them nice and tight. Lots of breathing. Now you're a pro. Sometimes it takes a few reps to get into the movement, and then it feels really good. Just focus on keeping your arms straight and core doing all the work. And breathing. Let's just get 3 more reps here. And 2. And 1. Awesome job, guys. I hope your abs are feeling this tomorrow. My name is Allegra, and thank you so much for joining me.